Hey folks, FJB3 here, the Wrestling Nut, with more content for geeks. Let's get right into it. I'm going to give you my top 5 matches of WrestleMania 41. I know it's subjective, okay, but here you go. I'm going to go 1 through 5. Number 1's the obvious. It's the triple threat match between the women, Io Sky, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley. Now, this match was 14 minutes of perfectly paced, frenetic action that never stopped, from start to finish, and everything was executed perfectly. Now, I do want to say it was produced and booked perfectly as well, because each woman shined equally and they looked equally as strong. They went with Io Sky, which was the right choice. This should have headlined night 1 of WrestleMania, and this stole the show. Number 2 to the Wrestling Nut, I'm going to go with Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton. I did a video on the hate for Charlotte Flair, and I'm so over it. I'm so tired of it. She carried Tiffany Stratton to an excellent, very stiff match. Okay, folks? This was all Charlotte Flair. A lot of great false finishes here, and they went with Tiffany Stratton. She's the future, and we'll see how that goes. But this was number 2 in my opinion. Moving on, number 3, I'm going to go with the triple threat that ended night 1, Rollins, Reigns, and Punks. Now, folks, this was a Heyman on the pole match. All right, we all know it. But they delivered. It's 3 of the best in the business, okay? And what they do at this point is what I call a WWE formula, which is basically anything that Roman Reigns in is a very long storytelling match. And that formula works like movies. They have a certain formula, and, they sell tickets. But these 3 gentlemen worked their ass off. The only problem I have is the next night on Raw, they introduced Braun Breaker as a Paul Heyman guy. That should have been done at WrestleMania without a shadow of a doubt. Moving on, number 4. Love this one. This was a street fight between Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. Short build, and boy, they went hard on each other, and they delivered. Instead of tables, ladders, and chairs, it's tables, chairs, and stairs. The stair shots look brutal. And then when Priest had the chair and gave him McIntyre 3 shots, that looked intense. Great match, fantastic finish with the right winner. Moving on. Number 5, I'm going to get a lot of shit for this. I don't care. Naomi versus Jade Cargill was a great match. I don't care. There was a lot of power moves, okay, and everything looked fantastic. It was well executed. Even when there was a stumble, Jade Cargill made up for it. A reverse pop-up powerbomb, I remember that move. It was really sweet, and she shined, Jade Cargill, and that was the right winner. Now, those are my top 5 matches of the card of WrestleMania. I do want to give a honorable mention to the open challenge that Randy Orton put out there. I don't consider it a match. There was 13 cards booked, but Joe Henry, say his name and he appears. They booked that to perfection. Not only the swerve, surprise, whatever you want to call it, but Joe Henry is over as hell. He's been over as hell, and the WWE will capitalize on that, I believe. Folks, there's my recap of what I think are the top 5 matches on the 2-day WrestleMania 41 card. Give me your opinions. Where am I wrong? Where am I right? What am I missing? If you get anything from my comment, please, my content, please like or subscribe. I do this for purely the love of the game, and I'm going to keep on doing it because I get it right a lot, and I do thank you for watching.